I've had a lot of people requesting that I bring a monk build to the channel, but the problem has been I haven't played monk since alpha inside of Diablo Immortal. We have not played since the game launched an actual monk class. So lucky for me, my good friend Red October, who is one of the leaders over in the Scrappy Echoes, offered to share his monk build that he's been seeing a lot of success with both in PvP as well as PvE. So now this is a free-to-play build. He spent very little money on the account, and all the gems that he's accumulated for this build were purchased from platinum that he got from selling skill stones or from selling normal gems that he accumulated from the game itself. This is a really good example of a build that is realistic for someone to be able to build up and you know, grind to inside Diablo Immortal as a free-to-play player or even as a low spender. So in this video, I'm going to be going through that build, showing you all the skills that he's using, the gear that he's wearing, and the gems that he's using with those modifications. All right, starting things out, the first skill that he is using is a flying kick. Inner Sanctuary is going to be the second skill. Now remember, I'm going to show you all the modifications to these as we get to the gear that he's wearing that modifies these skills. Next, he's running Imprisoned Fist as his third skill. And lastly, the fourth skill he's using is the Flying Dragon. Now his primary attack, of course, is Deadly Reach. So now it's time to go through some of his primary gear. Solace of the Peaks. Notice he is running the Phoenix Ashes, a 3-star out of 5, ranked up to level 3 Phoenix Ashes. This is basically giving you that cheat death, a great gem that's utilized in many different builds. Prevents fatal damage, essentially. Now the legendary power here is Inner Sanctuary becomes a chilling circle, continuously damaging and chilling enemies within it, but no longer protecting you and your allies. So that's how we're getting that modification to that skill from this piece, this headpiece. Second piece of gear is the Consuming Trappings. He's got a 3 stat right here, and he's using, of course, the Blood-Soaked Jade. The BSJ is probably the most popular gem inside of the game, definitely one of the best, and he has it ranked up to a level 2, and it's a 3 out of 5 star gem. Now this one modifies the Flying Dragon, now causing you to dash forward, knocking back all enemies along your path and stunning them. Flying Dragon damage is increased by 18%. This is a big one right here, really giving that 18% is a lot of extra damage. On his shoulders, he's wearing Authority of Patience with the Howler's Call gem, a 3-star out of 5, ranked up to level 2. So far, he's actually utilizing all the same gems that I use in my build right now on my Necromancer. Now you can see all the upgrades there that he's getting from the gem. Let's take a look at the actual legendary attributes that get changed. Empowered Fist. Imprisoned Fist now causes you to charge in a direction and can be charged up to increase the range and damage. The damage is increased by 18% here as well. So he's doing a nice like dashing style build right here. Are we noticing the dashing going on? Keep that in mind for later. Momentum's Flow are the pants he's wearing. He's wearing the Concentrated Will gem. Now we mentioned dashing, right? This one here is after using dash skills, calls a guardian angel to your aid. So the monk is probably the best class to utilize with this gem. I personally don't use this gem as the Necromancer, and I probably wouldn't with any class besides the monk. But here you get all of that extra buff from this gem just from utilizing dashing skills, and the monk being a very dash friendly character class inside of the game can take full advantage of that gem. But Momentous Flow is going to change Flying Kick into 100 kicks, now unleashes a series of kicks at the enemies in a direction with the fatal kick knocking enemies away, and again the damage is increased by 18%. Now the primary weapon we're looking at is Wisdom's Grasp, and he's got that nice highly powered Seeping Bile, another gem that I absolutely love. He ranked it up to level 2. It's a 3 out of 5 star gem. Now the legendary attribute here is Imprisoned Fist. Damage is increased by 19%. So no crazy changes, but the damage increases up 19%. And to the secondary piece of gear, the secondary weapon is Spokes of the Wheel. He's wearing the Blessing of the Worthy, upgraded to level 2, and it's a 3 out of 5 star gem. Let's make note that I don't wear the Blessing of the Worthy, and I never have either on any of my builds, but I guess he likes it here over here on the monk. Legendary ability here is Flying Kick, also temporarily increases all damage you deal by 10%. Flying Kick cooldown is reduced by 3.6%. Now we're getting a quick look at his gem resonance, which is 1020, so we just got his wings. His Heliquary level is 39, and his ancestral properties you could see right there as well. Pause it if you want to get a little bit more details. I'm not going to read through all the ancestral properties right there, but it's worth noting 1020 gem resonance shows that he's not going crazy with purchasing gems. Now to the secondary gear, the topmost piece he's wearing, the Stiffed Whale. And as you can see, he's got the gems put in there, and the Glooming Guide's prize. He's utilizing all 3 skills, which means all of these pieces of gear are the Glooming Guide's prize, and they're gonna all be basically working together to make all 6 of them unlock all the abilities of this set. On his first ring, he's wearing the Panicked Seconds. His second ring is the Rambler's Nerve. And then we have the belt, which is the Chatter Tooth, again, all from that same set, which is the Glooming Guide's prize. And finally, the Unseen Stride are the boots that he's wearing. Getting some good power there, and it's not often you see people that utilize all of the same set. Now, we're probably a little bit curious of what Paragon Tree he is using. Let's take a look right now. Now you can see all the assigned points, 539 of them. The bonuses he's getting are an armor, 160, penetration, 60, potency, 120, resistance, 320, life, 30,800, and damage, 4,000. So he's clearly going for damage with this Paragon build. And as you can see, even here in the Vanquisher tree, going for the damage, he did the same thing here in the Survivor tree, heading on his way over to damage. I personally like to grab some armor, penetration, and life along the way if I can, but I'll always go for damage. He went all the way for life there. He's gonna go on over. I'm curious to which one he's actually rocking. It's probably gonna be the final one, the last one. Yes, it is. Duelist, 95 of 100, and he went, he almost completed the tree. Didn't get 100% of it, but that's the one that he runs mostly in PvP modes. But we're diving into an Elder Rift really quickly just to see this monk in action, to kind of put the skills that we've been talking about into a little visual. Notice it is a high monster difficulty right here as well, but you can see that this is a very fast moving build. Something I've always said about the monk is it's like the acrobat of all classes. It's the one that likes to jump itself around and bounce around all over. If you're looking for a class that is very high active, where you're going to be really on top of the buttons and making sure that you are all over the place, bouncing off the walls and throwing damage all over, I do believe there's 2 classes that are great for that. One of them is the Demon Hunter if you like ranged. The other is, and probably the best, is the Monk. So definitely a fun class to play, and there's really a lot of fun in PvP as well if you're into PvP, if you like the current PvP modes inside of the game. But let's fast forward a little bit. I want to see what this looks like in the boss battle at the end. All right, so the boss battle has begun. Let's see how well and how quickly he could take down this final boss. And see, what you're noticing here is it's an up close and personal build, right? But you don't have the tankiness that you have if you're a Crusader or a Barbarian. So you need to be able to utilize that movement to escape after you go in, throw your punches, throw your kicks. You need to be able to get out of there before you take damage from your enemies, because you don't have the ability to protect yourself as well as you would as one of the more tanky characters in the game, which is another reason why you need to be really active on the controls so you can get in, get out, and deal damage without having to take damage. Definitely a fun class for you guys that are really active players that really want to get in there, have fun, be mobile, and just beat down on your enemies. Now, something else that's nice is this is a fast class. It's not like a Barbarian where you kind of feel weighed down like you're wearing cement boots. It's a really fast class. You feel more like one of the faster ones, such as the Demon Hunter, than you would feel as a Barbarian, where things just feel kind of heavy. So let me know what you think of the build down below. Try it out. Let me know your thoughts. And if you have a build of your own for a monk or any other class inside of the game, feel free to come through over on Discord, share it with me, and you never know, if I like it, I may throw it up in a video, because I'm not playing every class in the game. Again, much thanks to Red October. I'll be linking his Twitter in the description of this video, so you can go give him a follow. A huge enthusiast of all Blizzard games, specifically right now Diablo Immortal. Great guy as well, a good friend. I'll see you guys back here in tomorrow's video.